Some questions from the audience about the economy. What happens if a country raises interest rates? This is one of the questions that comes to me a lot. What happens if interest rates increase in a country? If a country increases interest rates, an increase in saving is excited in that country. But consumption decreases. As a result of saving, resources increase, and as a result of high interest, investments increase and it becomes easier to find financing. We say there would be a decrease in consumption, but inflation will decrease. Science people from Frisian countries will invest their money in that country. There may be an increase in the value of the country's currency. However, he does not prefer interest rate increase in developed countries because it makes more sense to invest in country instead of depositing the money in the bank. Of course, there are positive aspects as well as negative aspects of the interest rate increase. One of them is that the investment cost increases along with the interest rate increase. Another is the reaction is employment. At the same time, growth also decreases in interest rates increase. That's all I have to say about the increase in interest. Now let's move on to the other question. Why does inflation increase? There are two important terms in the rise of inflation. One of them is the demand for a produce or service, and the other is the cost of the produce or service. If consumers increase their spending, the situation we call demand inflation will occur, friends. In this case, naturally, the public demands more goods and services. In this case, prices rise because demand exceeds supply. Increased demand may also cause producers to increase products at the same time. Because of this, inflation will increase. In other words, if demand exceeds supply, inflation increases. This is the inflation rate formula. Now let's move on to the other question. Why does the value of the currency increase or decrease? If a country performs well economically, foreign investors buying foreign currency to the country and the country's currency can increase in value. Of course, in another case, if the money supply increases and the interest rate falls, the money may lose value this time as well. Of course, not only these factors determine the value of a country's currency. For example, political and economic factors are also involved in currency values. Now let me give an example. If you make high export, your country's currency might also increase in value. Of course, currencies can be thrown in various situations. For example, when selling a product that you produce to another country, if you want it to pay with your currency, that currency increases. For example, Kuwait does this when it sells oil. In other words, in short, the country's currencies may increase or decrease according to many things. The most important thing is to have a good and stable economic model. As now the next questions. It's difficult to make money from social media. How long does it take? Starting to make money from social media is not something that will happen very quickly. As in any business, and in every job, you need to work hard and produce beautiful videos and content. If you fulfill the conditions that are different in each social media application, you can start making money from social media. YouTube was the one I got asked the most questions about social media apps. So I made a video about making money from YouTube on this. You can watch the video by logging into my channel. All the social media applications also require patience like YouTube. If you produce quality content, make sure that you can reach high followers and start making money. What should the average person know about the economy? If you want to be able to say something in a class where there is a conversation about economics or comments about economics in a friend environment, the general economic terms you need to know are that law of supply and demand, marginal utility, gross domestic product, growth rate, interest rates, business cycle, opportunity cost, inflation. Of course, in addition to this, there are some other terms that you need to know, but I won't go into them in detail because there is a video related to this topic on my channel. If you look at this video October, you can have more detailed information about this topic. If you know the terms I explained in the video, you will be able to comment on the economy. Yes, now let's move and to On to the other question. It is possible to earn money from games of chance. Friends, first of all, let me say that making money with games of chance is very, very difficult, because the main event there is luck, as the name suggests. Yes, sometimes you can make good money, but when you look at the general station, you will most likely lose money. So leave making money, not the chance, but to certain stations. If games of chance made money for everyone, there wouldn't be such a place anyway. Remember, the casino always wins. I do not recommend playing games of chance, but what you do or not do is up to you. But remember that you can earn money from games of chance, but the rate of winning this money is very low. So, if you are going to play, play with very, very low money according to your baggage. Never play with big money according to your baggage, because if you lose, you will incur a big loss. In short, I do not recommend you to play, but if you are going to play, play with very little money according to your budget. Which countries do you think are the best economically? I think the best country in the world economically is America, as it has been for a long time. But there is a country that has followed it closely for the last 10 years, China. China has a very strong economy like America. It's a very strong country, but in terms of population, industry and technology. After these countries, countries such as Japan, Germany, which are also very developed, come. In terms of industry and technology, these countries are among the best in the world. Could potentially be a very powerful economic force in India. India has a large population but cannot fully utilize it. It has some fundamental problems. If it solves these problems, it could be a very strong economy. After these countries, we can count countries such as England, South Korea, France, England. Despite the small population, there are also countries that have a good economy thanks for their underground resources, such as Saudi Arabia, Qatar, United Arab Emirates. About other questions asked of me. I was asked many questions other than test questions, but the answer of those questions are already on my YouTube channel. For example, there are many videos on my channel such as ways to make money, things to know about Bitcoin, ways to make money from the internet, things to know about economy, videos about inflation. If you have such questions, you can check my channel. Thank you all for watching my video. In this video, I tried to answer the questions asked by both you and my friends. I hope I stayed with you. These were the questions I was asked the most. I answered in a very simple way without convincing you. I hope it was useful. If you subscribe to the channel and like the video, you will make me very happy. Thank you all again for watching my video.